Hey guys, Tam here, and we are in my mom's kitchen today. And since November 20th is actually National Peanut Butter Fudge Day, I thought there could be nothing better than to have my mom make her peanut butter fudge because it is the best peanut butter fudge in all the land. So this is my mom, Betty. Isn't she cute? She's so cute. And she's the quintessential Southern mom because of three things. Number one, she is a fantastic cook. Absolutely. She can cook anything and it's all delicious. Number two, her house is immaculate. And I'll pan around and show you some pictures. And then also, she always has lipstick on. You can't go anywhere without lipstick. So she's the quintessential Southern mom. So thanks, Mom, for coming on today and doing the quick video.
You're welcome.
And so we're going to get started. I'm going to turn the show over to her, so to speak, and she's going to walk you through how to make Betty's peanut butter fudge. All right, so here we go. Now, Mom, tell us where you got this recipe. Is this a family recipe or did you steal it out of some cookbook?
Well, actually, this recipe came from the Courier-Journal in Louisville. We lived there, for 14 years. And anyway, it wore out. The article just tore all to pieces. So I had to make a new copy of my recipe.
I like your fancy stationery
here.
Yeah,
isn't that great?
With hippos at the top.
Yes.
Yes.
So, first of all, when I make something, I gather my ingredients together. And we have sugar. I'm doubling the recipe. Ordinarily, it's two cups of sugar, but I always double it. And so we've got 4 cups of sugar, which goes into our big pot over here, and 1 1/4 cups of milk. You stir this together and let the sugar dissolve, and you bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, you add, which is my secret thing for making candy that does not, that is smooth and not grainy. It is, anytime you make candy, ladies, use this white Karo syrup, and you will not have any grainy candy.
Because that's a problem with some peanut butter fudge that I've had, is that it's grainy.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the key to any kind of candy that you make.
Okay.
So anyway, we're going to let this boil, which will take about 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes.
20 to 25 minutes. You have to bring it to a boil.
Do you have to stir it the whole time, or does it matter?
No, you just stir and let this dissolve. And then once it starts boiling, you add 4 tablespoons of the white Karo syrup.
Okay.
To the sugar and the milk.
Okay.
And you let that boil until when you drop it into a little container of water, it forms a soft boil stage. It gets to a soft boil stage. Then it's ready to, the heat to be turned off.
So you have to kind of just stay there and gauge it then and watch it very carefully, because it will turn brown in color, right? But then also you do the soft ball test.
Yes.
Where you drop
in the water, and when it comes to a soft boil stage, when you pick it up with your fingers, then it is ready to the heat to be taken, turned off, and then I'll tell you what else to do at that stage. After your sugar and your milk comes to a boil, a rolling boil, you keep it on like medium heat, and this is the point where you put in your Karo syrup. You put in like 3 heaping spoonfuls. And you stir this in gently, just a little stirring. You do not stir this candy the whole time. This equals to about 1/4 of a cup of white Karo syrup. You stir it in gently and let it continue to boil until you test it to see if it's at the soft boil stage in water. Okay, our candy has been boiling about 20 minutes, and it's come to like a creamy yellow stage. And so I'm going to test this in a little container of just plain tap water. You pour in a tablespoonful, and if you can pick this up with your finger, it forms a soft boil stage, and it is ready to have the heat reduced, the marshmallow cream added, and the peanut butter. And
Does that
voila.
look good?
There you go. It's
All right.
perfect. Okay, so we turn our heat off. Now, just take I have 2 containers of this since I doubled my recipe. And these containers are, I don't know, 7 ounces. So you'd have a total of 14 ounces of marshmallow cream. So you put that in there. If you use a knife like I'm doing, it comes out real easy. And you let that melt.
I feel bad I'm not helping. I'm here for moral support.
That's right. Gotta have some moral support with Grandma. But this stuff is good stuff. Marshmallow cream, you can't beat it.
What other kind of candy did you used to make growing up on holidays?
We made fudge, which I still do, chocolate fudge, which is Sawyer's favorite. And we made the old-fashioned peanut butter roll where you boil the liquid and make the syrup, and then you have your, for the divinity.
Oh yeah, Divinity's good.
And I make that, and the peanut butter fudge, and just whatever else. You can make Buckeyes, you can make, we call it seafoam candy back home, but it was Divinity, really. But that is really good. So lots of good candy, and use walnuts from Nathan's tree out in his yard. That's a good
That's my
thing.
brother, Nathan, lives out in Garrett County.
Yeah, he's got a walnut tree that's great.
So you just stir it up.
So you stir this until this is completely melted. Doesn't that look good?
Oh, it smells even better.
Makes quite a batch of fudge when you double the recipe. And why not? If you're going to the time and everything, you usually have enough ingredients to do 2 batches in one. So that's what I always do. And this keeps really well in a plastic container that keeps the air out, and it kind of gets smoother as it doesn't harden up.
And I like to give it as gifts too.
Yes,
Put in little cellophane bags and give it as gifts for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the reason I make double the recipe. The point is to share.
That's right. And make your friends fat. So then you feel better about yourself.
Oh, goodness sakes.
Oh, now it's time for the peanut butter.
Time for the peanut butter.
Are you using chunky or smooth?
This is extra crunchy peanut butter. You can use the smooth, but I like to crunch.
Yeah.
And it's just crunchy peanuts. And this is a 28 ounce. I will not use the entire thing because my recipe calls for a 18 ounce jar of crunchy peanut butter, and this is 16s and 28 ounces.
It's big.
So I will not, and you can kind of gauge that for yourself as to how much peanut butter you want in there.
I like it to taste like peanut butter.
Right. So this is so good.
And you have to get Jif. Don't get a knockoff.
Oh no, don't get.
This is not the time to get the Kroger brand.
I always get the best ingredients. I'm going to do something. I want it to really turn out good. So to me, that looks about right. I've left about a fourth of this jar of the 28 ounce, and that should be perfect. But if not, we can add a little more peanut butter.
And this is the hard part, I think, is stirring that peanut butter in there. It works your arm muscles.
Well, yeah.
It's a good, and you actually probably need somebody else to hold the thing so you can stir it.
Yeah, well, my thing is pouring it into the pan. It is hard to do that, so your dad usually helps me.
That's Dad's role.
Hold to the pan so that it will go in there.
It's teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And I add about 3 tablespoons of butter. The butter gives it a very
It makes it glisten.
mellow
Smooth.
taste.
Yeah.
Creamy. I guess is what I'm looking for. About 3. You know, I hardly ever measure anything. I just put it all in there.
Well, that's
so
a
it looks right.
good country cook.
And you stir, and that hardens up real fast. And you and I'll come over here, and we will pour that all into our buttered pan, which I did while this was boiling.
See, I think when I've made it before, I didn't add that butter.
Yeah, you
So that's-
butter makes it creamy.
Butter makes it better.
Creamy tasty. Now you see this is thickening up. And as I say, with that peanut butter, it does thicken up quickly.
You have to move fast.
Yeah, so you got to get it into there so it will spread out in your pan. But I can tell if it's going to cut right by the consistency of this.
What do you think the verdict is on this one?
It's almost there. Almost there. See, when you're stirring it, if it kind of holds its shape a little bit in there, then it will be fine.
Oh, it smells so good.
And it looks like it's got enough.
Taste test.
So good. I think it's got a plenty of peanut butter.
It's like the perfect batch.
It's smooth, it's crunchy, and plenty of it. So that's good. So see, it's a dulling down in the glistening stage. It gets to the dull stage, and that means it is getting cooler and it's hardening up. But see, when I'm stirring this, it's retaining the shape.
Yeah.
So it needs to go over here, and if you'll come with me. Okay, so she's going to hold the other side. Looks like it's perfect, so we move it around where it will pour into the pan. You got to do this real fast because it does harden up.
Got it. Oh, there goes our camera.
Okay, got it.
We have such a professional setup here. Maybe for Christmas I'll get a tripod.
So you scrape that all out. Don't waste, leave half of it in the pot.
Well, that you can eat with a spoon.
And, well, Daddy gets to do that.
Oh, Dad gets to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
He gets to scrape the pot and lick the spoon. And that's what you used to do, Tamara, when you were young. You wanted to lick the spoon.
I still like to lick the spoon.
Yeah, that's the best part. And then you just let it cool. With the weather being cool like it is outside, what I'm going to do, I have a table out there on the patio. I'll just set her right there and let her cool for about 15 minutes. Okay, after about 15 minutes to half an hour outside, I'm going to cut this. You do it very gently with a sharp pointed knife. And it will set up and get a little harder as time goes on. And you just make the slices the size that you want them. Some people like a big slice, so I try to have some big slices, and then I have small slices. So here we go. And it smells heavenly. Now what I did there was just take my knife and dip it in a little bit of water, and it slides right through the candy real smoothly without tearing the pieces all up. See how nice that does?
Looks so
Just
good.
a little bit of water.
That's a trick.
It's one of Betty's tricks, like the Karo syrup. And this is smooth, isn't it, Tamara?
Yeah, looks good.
It is not grainy at all. Who in the world wants grainy candy?
Not me.
No. So we do it this. And that's probably equals to about, I don't know, about 5 pounds of candy.
Oh boy.
So it's plenty of candy to share with friends.
Looks so good.
Over here. And I'm going to send this home with Tamara. So
Oh gosh.
she can share it with her Kentucky Taste Bud friends. And this is from Betty to everyone, wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. And girls, get out there and get cooking.